Hey everybody, we're the Front Row Noles guys, Tom and KJ. Keith, Florida State, a big matchup against Louisville. James Blackman was obviously, when you look back, he missed a couple throws last week. Really took it hard. I mean, the third down throw, he's pointing at himself. He knew it was his fault. After the game, even, you could tell he was disappointed. He has played well, but there's still a lot that's being left out there. So how do you think Blackman, Florida State should handle Blackman going forward? Is it his team? Is it his job?
It is his team. And it is his job. He's very popular amongst the players. Obviously, you can't let that be the sole reason. If he's not making good decisions, if he's turning the ball over, you got to look at it. But I come from a different perspective. I think you need to get Hornibrook some time to allow James to be over on the sideline and compose himself and to slow down and to be by Kindle and see what's going on, be on the headset, listen to the calls, what the coaches are talking about, and observe what's going on. Not as a punishment, not as a demotion, but as an opportunity for him to just settle down and learn to settle down. Because we're hearing reports, we're not there, we're not in the huddle, we're not on the sidelines per se, that he is excitable. I use the term excitable. Quarterbacks need to be not excitable. Now, not everyone can be Charlie Ward, who basically had no emotion during a game.
Well, that was sort of flatline.
Exactly. not saying that. But you go back and look at Winky, you go back and look at Winston, although Jameis could get excited, but he had a good perspective on things. Look at all the other quarterbacks that had success at Florida State, Cannell and that group.
Well, not just FSU. Your point is the highs can't be too high and the lows can't be too low because you have a next play.
Particularly at the quarterback position.
Right.
Because everybody else is feeding off of you in the huddle, just like they're feeding off the head coach in terms of the program.
You also come from an era, though, where maybe, and I'm sure there's been others, but you had a successful quarterback rotation, and you're not advocating for that, but you did come from a place where you saw that, if something's not working for this guy, let's go over here and see how that works.
If you have two starting quarterbacks, you have no starting quarterbacks.
Right.
So I'm not by any stretch advocating that you go to two starters or joint starters or whatever. I'm just saying for a game or a couple of games, let's accomplish something by getting Hornibrook some snaps in case his play becomes necessary, and let's give James an opportunity to catch his breath and see if that affects anything. Let's see if him slowing down during the game, he can learn to do that by being over on the sidelines, and therefore he can teach himself to do it when he's still in the game.
The biggest caveat is, as you said, we're not at practice, so we don't truly know is what James is leaving on the field, the plays he's not making, still giving you more than what they think Hornibrook could give you at whatever his optimal. And we don't know that. That's what the coaches know and see at practice.
That's what they get paid the big bucks to decide.
Us, on the other hand, not the big bucks, but you can still watch us right here on the Osceola.com or listen to us Wednesdays at 6 on Front Row Noles.